Well, give me a question mark trophy and call me Batman. Who would have saw this coming, huh? Well, to be honest, I'm pretty sure everybody saw this shit coming. Let's just keep it very much a stack and let's just be absolutely real. Yes, obviously, things like this should not have happened. It is obviously messed up. It is screwed up. It is all that sort of jazz. But let's also be real. Y'all Twitch people should not have went to TwitchCon. let's just be absolutely real. This place has already had a pretty bad rap for years now, and you mean to tell me you went anyway? I only expected something bad to happen, right? First it was like the ball pit or whatever the hell, then it was like some other shit, or like maybe like some kidnapping or trafficking or whatever the hell it was. Maybe that was like Comic-Con or whatever, I don't remember. Some of these events just blur together. But then when it comes down to it though, now this streamer get like almost got like kissed or assaulted or whatever the hell, and essentially just like, you know, basically send him on his way after almost just straight up trying to do something with her or whatever. It's like, did I expect anything different? Not really. Did I really expect anything different? Not at all. You know, because this is what I expect out of Twitch, bitch. This is what I expect out of it. This is why. And when the day comes through, when I can stream for once, I will not be streaming on Twitch. My ass is probably going to go to freaking Kick or even YouTube and just straight up, you know, stream there and just be having a fine time. But when it comes down to it though, you know, this was just again something that you expected out of TwitchCon and just Twitch in general, because this is how they always have operated. This is the type of stuff that you usually hear about at certain places like a TwitchCon, right? It's why I'm not necessarily so hyped up if I even had a chance to go to something like a DreamCon too, because there's been some weird shit that's gone on at DreamCon as well. And don't get me wrong, I like RDC. RDC is amazing. They're great people. But ultimately, I wouldn't want to go to a DreamCon. I don't think I would. I honestly don't think I would, just solely due to the fact that things seem to go awry every single time, or something like an off-kai. You think I want to go to something like an off-kai after the terrible rap that they keep getting constantly? I'm good. So honestly, if you go to these events and you basically see the nonsense that's happened years prior, yeah, what ends up happening is something that's on the fault of not just the damn, you know, company, but also at the very same time, it's something that people should be wary of when it comes down to just going in general. Next thing you know, someone's going to get raped at TwitchCon. If that hasn't happened already, who knows? But that's the type of shit that you expect, because these events are usually like this. It's crazy to say it, but that's just how these events usually are. Now, when it comes down to Emiru or Emmy or however you want to say her name, she's fine. She's not really hurt or anything like that, which granted, did we expect her to be hurt? I don't really think so. She's fine. But when it comes down to it though, it again just basically kind of, you know, presses against, you know, Gold's point, basically saying, yeah, don't go to this thing because it's gonna be weird, some weird shit's gonna happen, and lo and behold, that basically whole thing just kind of happened. And it's like, well, what did you expect? And you know what the crazy part is? The dude that tried to get some from that basically just walked off, and then they just banned his Twitch account. That's all they did. They didn't call the authorities. They didn't necessarily hand him into custody of like other security members or anything like that. No, he just got away, and he just basically was just like, you know what? We can let you off a hook this time, but well, I'm warning you, right? It's like Batman anytime he fights any of his major enemies. He's just like, all right, I just want to give you a stern talking to. That's about it. Have a nice day. Like, are you serious? That's not how that works. That is not how that works, right? And it makes me question, again, the priority of Twitch out here. Again, Twitch is not a good site. It's really not a good site. It's not a good platform. It's not good people's behind them, right? Granted, we should already have known this when the TV meta was a thing, and they just let dumb shit just happen at that point in time. And then this is the very same Twitch that also let a whole, like, childbirth happen on stream, and that didn't break any guidelines for some reason. It's again, Twitch is a lawless ass place that people try to uphold and act like Twitch is the greatest place on earth, when in reality it's really not. Let's just keep it very much a stack. The fact that Twitch has not crashed and burned yet is insane to me, if I'm gonna be honest, right? You got political streamers that's on there, you got crazy crackhead people that streams random shit on there, you have multiple like different mass killings that was on there as well that took way too long to take down at times. It's just like, bro, there is no shape and form that Twitch should be around at this point. There is no way that it should be a thing, and yet for some reason they're not necessarily getting hit with any consequence whatsoever, and if they do, it's just hearsay. At least that's what it feels like half the damn time. Crazy thing is, you would think maybe, alright, TwitchCon, they will, go ahead and try to maybe add a bit more security into their, convention and whatever and stuff like that. No, or at least, think they would, maybe pause the convention and maybe cancel it or do something. But no, there hasn't been really a word from Twitch outside of them being like, oh, this is unacceptable, and all the basically the standard CEO business sort of talk when it comes down to it, right? That is just how it is. Also seeing people basically say that, Amy kind of brought it on herself when it comes down to it, basically because she has like a simpish gooner sort of audience when it comes down to it. And I do this is kind of hard to kind of say. I will say there is a part of it where I can definitely see that, but also at the very same time, it is not necessarily mostly, I would say, on the creator for that. It's mostly on the people that watches them, right? That's like if I straight up was like, yo, this hot lolly right here, she looking mad fine, wanna clap that, and it's obviously a fictional character, but then someone brings me, something of real life material or actually try to get me into something like that, then obviously I'm backing the hell off and I'm gonna be really creeped the hell out and call the authorities immediately. Like, that is essentially what I am going to be doing. I'm going to be, not necessarily be here for any of that, because I think it's just absolutely weird and it's illegal, obviously. Like, if your audience do something crazy and out the blue and stuff like that, and you're not comfortable with that, then yes, you can very much say that they need to back the hell off. That is something that's very much allowed, right? There's way many crazy people that go ham for celebrities and internet celebrities and stuff like that, and it's just weird all the time. I mean, these are same people half the damn time that be following content creators out the bathroom when they need to actually legitimately use the bathroom. Like, bro, you do not need to follow Corey Kenshin or a Verleezy out the damn bathroom when they have to piss. Like, bro, that's not what you need to absolutely do. Just let them chill, and then you can get your picture or whatever the hell when they leave the bathroom. Honestly, that's just how it is. Another thing this shows me too is just that straight up, if you're gonna become a content creator or anything like that, it is very much wise to never show your face. At least that's what it feels like, right? Because ultimately, and I've been thinking about that a little bit too. I'm like, if that day ever were to come through where I have to like be invited to a convention or whatever, my ass is wearing a mask. My ass is 100% using a mask of some kind, because there's really no damn way. Like, yes, you can talk to me when I have the mask on and everything like that and all that cool stuff, but ultimately when I have it off, if you happen to recognize, bitch, do not bother me. Do not have me come through in some shape or form and be on some stuff or whatever. Just like, no, just, you already know what time it is. And that's just really what it feels like what I'm gonna have to do if that day were to come. If that day is come on some My Hero type beat. But you get the damn point though. It just basically just shows you with situations like these that shit is crazy out in the streets, and you don't know what to really expect when it comes down to what people will absolutely do, right? And again, that's why I'm like, I can't really fully blame anybody when it comes down to on the content creator level of certain things like that, because unless it's like actually like, intentionally motivated to do something like that, I can't really like fully 100% put the content creator on a accountability sheet of it, because there is times where it's like, yeah, somebody can say something and they can say something for a video, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're for it like that. Yeah, they can do a lot of different acting and having this personality on a video and just what they do, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're really like that, right? That's just how it is. If you go that far as a fan and you think that's just what they are actually like constantly all the time, then there's an issue there. There's obviously a fat ass issue there when it comes down to it. And this is why I've always kind of looked at, female streamers and female content creators, like, hey, I get it. Y'all strong, independent women, quote unquote. High key, you might want to add some security to you. You might want to make sure that you're 100% safe, or at least as safe as you can possibly get when it comes down to what you're trying to do. Because let's be honest, some of these male fans that you got, yeah, they'll slide onto you real quick if you ain't careful. So you might wanna just be careful with that. And hell, it could be female fans as well, because some female fans be crazy as well. So you might want to be careful all around. You ain't just a regular person anymore, and all that certain stuff too. And granted, I think wasn't Emmy also getting hoed in another thing last month or something like that? Some random dude was trying to talk shit or harassing or whatever. I don't follow the content creator or anything like that. Just I remember seeing something in the news 3 big streamers were just getting harassed by somebody on the street or something like that. Again, proving the point, especially for you women, is definitely, as you can be strong as hell. You say you can be strong as hell all you want to, but reality kind of comes through and you're not ready for it. What you gonna do though? You see, we seen what happened. So again, get you security of some shape or form. Carry you some damn pepper spray if you got to. Something, damn it. This shit kind of ridiculous, high key. But my point is, it's just the fact that, again, things like this should not necessarily happen. It sucks that it does happen, but there's also some levels of security, whether it's the content creator themselves, whether it's the company themselves, or whatever, should be aware shit like this can very much happen, and it can very much be a terrible time. And we already have a bad representation of past events that happen at your convention. That just makes me think, yeah, maybe people shouldn't attend to it, right? Maybe people shouldn't attend to it whatsoever. Because if I was invited to go to a TwitchCon or whatever, and essentially they yeah, we're gonna want you to come here, I'm gonna be like, no, because I already know what kind of BS your whole ass convention is gonna be, and I got no time for that. So I already know what it is. I'm 9 times out of 10, I'm probably not gonna necessarily go, because I actually do not care to be a part of whatever the hell this year's bullshit is going to be, because that's just how it is. And this year's bullshit just so happened to be Emmy, and it's a bit unfortunate, but again, what did you expect was going to happen? So yeah, I feel like I came off a little bit harsh on this video, but at the same time, it's just I'm not even surprised. I'm just very much disappointed, much less just kind of yeah, I pretty much expected this. I'm not even trying to be an ass or anything, or when it comes down to it, but it's just yeah, pretty much literally anybody on earth could tell you with common sense that something bad was going to happen at TwitchCon again, because they have a bad representation. So why the hell would you even show up to the damn event? I don't get it. I don't understand. I still don't understand how Twitch is standing as a company, but they are, and very much so, it just shows time and time again, how the hell have they not shut down yet? Or at least how the hell have they not been put under new management? It's crazy each and every time. But that's what I want to say for this one. So hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification on your way out. Also follow me on socials, and if you'd like to donate to the channel, Kofi and Cash App is available as well. And until then, boy Jay, signing off. Have a blessed day.